In 1789, Benjamin Franklin would state that nothing is certain except for death and taxes. And all these years later, he was insanely wrong. The only things guaranteed in life are death, taxes, liberty, democracy, managed democracy, freedom, and of course, Super Earth.
There it goes. Watch as he does in 50-50.
Holy shit. And I'm carrying the vast majority of our sample, so I'm quickly getting it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everyone in! Don't kill it. I have an idea. As God is my witness, you will die! When it comes to Helldivers 2, you have probably seen plenty of videos of people believing they're hot shit, only to be decimated moments later by one of 100 different things. My friends being no different.
I literally had to...
Helldiver, how's it going? How's it... Okay. I wasn't gonna do anything. I was just gonna hug you. Oh my god.
I was not trusting that.
Let's see.
I can't wait to get so many accidentals. God damn it. And while I would love to talk about the several issues the game has, from game mechanics and balancing, all the way to Arrowhead's content updates, usually making me feel like taking a long walk off a short pier, but I'm enjoying this game too much, so I'll make a deal with you. I'm going to talk very positively about this game, and then, if you haven't gone deaf from the constant explosions, I'll discuss some bad stuff about this game. We have a deal? So without further ado, come enlist with the Helldivers today.
Oh!
Are you okay? Oh!
Oh,
I did it.
That's what did that.
Stan, there's so many!
I know Super Earth says they don't have books, but it's in the approximate look. Oh no!
Oh no! Welcome to the SCS Soul of War, home of the 104th Vanguard. It looks just like any other Super Earth ship. It has an armory, ship bay, and a front window, so you may watch as you lose yet another world to the Jet Brigade. Oh dear God, let the pain end! You too have a ship like this, and to get the cool weapons you see here, you need to upgrade the ship. Well, that's something for later. Let me take you to the war map so I can give you a better stepping stone. Helldivers 2 is a game about a galactic war where you and thousands of other mentally deranged psychopaths fight in the hopes of winning this war so you can go home and tell your kids they now have an alcoholic father who does not like fireworks. I'm gonna get back to Lisa, or whatever my wife's name is.
Tell my kids they were half decent.
We are in this war because we decided about 100 years ago to farm these weird alien bugs, what we call E710, but if you flip that, you get every American wet dream name. We also decided to, forcibly hire some robots for no pay, because your only payment is knowing that you're serving Super Earth. Well, the bugs somehow got out, and we're still not sure how the fuck that happened. And on top of that, the bots decided that democracy was stupid and proceeded to push our shit in on a single planet. Dear God, you can still hear him. You can still hear the button. Don't worry though, you probably won't live long enough to get PTSD like I have. Alright, where was I? Oh, right, the map. Inside the map are sectors, of which contain a handful of planets, some of which should be reduced to atoms. And from planets, we have operations, which lead us to missions, and finally, objectives within the mission, which can be as easy as killing a specific enemy type, or can be as hard as defending a flag from the entire Transformers population.
Oh my gosh, that's a factory strider that just landed on me.
Oh shit! 120. Throw your 120 over there.
I don't have a 120.
What'd you bring? Oh God! Ah!
Another factory strider.
Oh shit, you were not joking, okay. There's quite a few missions on both sides, which is great until about the 100 to 150 hour mark, where you've unlocked most stuff and all you want now are your teammates to press the goddamn button. Complete all your missions in the operation and your effort will be shown.
I didn't do fucking shit! I didn't rig shit!
With these missions, Arrowhead does try to unite the player base, by putting them under a common goal using major orders. Major orders will revolve around the story of the game, really, like being able to build the DSS. Major orders will usually revolve around the story of the game, telling players to head somewhere or do something specific with the understanding that if we succeed, we will get a reward of some kind. Usually, it's always war bond medals. Under that is personal orders, which is the same for everybody, but can only be done by you and any person on your team. Once it's completed, you also are given medals, which can be spent in the war bonds. If you want an example of a reward for multiple major orders being completed, look no further than the DSS, a super weapon that was built over the course of 2 months, and instead of helping, it usually got you and your fellow divers killed because they were unfortunate enough to lose the lottery.
Again, from a rocket devastator.
Oh my Jesus!
Oh, I see what you mean about throwing a bombardment out. It didn't even puncture my shield.
Shit, please. I've been good. Let me in.
Fuck you guys, I'm not dying.
Nope. Okay, so now that we understand missions, major orders, the way that this war goes, are we good? Right? You're good? Alright, cool. Let me show you the fun stuff that allows you to free your friend from any non-democratic thoughts. Armor, weapons, and stratagems are your bread and butter, allowing you to cause your teammate's body to suddenly and violently become a six-piece. Starting with armor, you have light, medium, and heavy, with the biggest difference between them being how quickly you want to meet God live in concert. You may also notice that the armor has passives. These help with various things, such as increasing throwing range, carrying more grenades, or carrying more stems. However, I suggest that you move all that to the side and go for the best armor passive to ever exist. Democracy Protects. This passive and the 3 armor sets that it accompanies are the best. If you like gambling, you will like this armor. So congratulations, you now have a piece of armor that allows you to potentially survive the encounter. And if you don't wear this type of armor, that's okay. It's perfectly okay to have wrong opinions. Super Earth still cares about you. Now that you're wearing the best armor, let's get you to the weapons. We have a wide range of weapons here, from ARs to grenade pistols. I will warn you, some of the cooler guns are in fact locked behind war bonds, which require super credits, which you can obtain by stealing them from the local population. You'll usually figure out which primaries, secondaries, and throwables you like just from experimenting. Like for me, I love the Halt just because I can switch to stun rounds whenever I need to, but I also keep my secondary as a revolver because, god damn it, taking out heavy enemies with this fucking thing is awesome. And of course I throw impacts because why not? And finally, we have stratagem. Things that end up killing your team more than the enemies.
Weapon, I killed 100 enemies with fire.
Ooh, that's not good. I would suggest convincing your team to melee you whenever you're holding a stratagem. Some people would call this a bad idea, but if you're wearing gambling armor, then you have nothing to fear. Certain stratagems call in a special weapon that can be used for fucking shit up, such as my favorite being the Commando, which is just a rocket launcher. Or they can bring in enough firepower that you wonder if an earthquake is happening.
3, 2, 1.
Orbital inbound.
Firing orbital barrage.
Orbital inbound.
Clear the area.
I'm running.
Orbital inbound.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Holy shit. We did it.
We got it, boys.
Oh, God.
We don't need to ever do that again.
Oh god.
Terrible.
Oh god.
It's beautiful.
You know, something tells me that
Outpost cleared.
Yep, there we go.
It took that long.
Yeah, it took that long. There's more than enough of these stratagems for you to find a loadout that works for you, like mine, where I have these 4 equipped, and I run headfirst into danger.
Watching orbital. Sending in an eagle.
Coming in hot. T-minus 1 minute.
You will eventually figure out through the art of just fucking around and finding out what the drawbacks and benefits of each one are, because some get called in almost instantly, and others take 4 years, deal any sort of fucking damage. I want to bring us back to missions now. Keep in mind that if you fail a single mission during an operation, the entire operation fails. So yeah, that last mission, don't fuck it up. And when you aren't putting yourself back together, like a horrible jigsaw puzzle, you'll be able to notice that certain missions have different time limits. If you're fast, some missions can take only a few minutes, but if you want to get absolutely everything, some missions will take you the full 40 minutes. Oh god, that's funny. God, what is it with us?
I had the brace.
Why am I the one who kept getting killed too? That's
All
the
I
thing.
asked,
It
all
wasn't-
I asked
It
was
wasn't
if,
like it was an
Luke
equal
wanted to see a
distribution
pro
among
gamer
all
move,
of
and
us.
then I
No,
shot
it
you
was
in the head.
just me.
It's
Hey,
that
last time it
simple.
was
For
me,
no
okay?
reason.
It's
Last time it was
no,
me,
I
you
said
two
it was
got
going to be a
mad.
pro gamer move, and I did not lie. I would be willing to trade your dead body for this small canister here any day of the week. The reason is because this container contains samples from those outposts and every minor POI. If you do not risk your life for this canister, I will personally execute you. There are 3 types of samples, and you will usually end up with an abundance of 1 or 2, and a giant lack of a 3rd one. If it helps you feel any better, you don't actually need to extract, however. As long as the objective is complete, then friendly fire will look a lot more appealing.
No, dead sprint's good enough.
Oh my god!
Ow! Did you fucking shoot me?
Boys,
Oh.
stop
You brought
fighting.
in. I
I
just
don't
saw-
have to be
I
the
saw
one to
his
keep
booster.
this failing marriage together.
Sample
Everybody
collected.
scoot your
Never
stuff
went
out,
best.
Evan. Ow!
I'm gonna go towards abstractions, right?
Do
Okay.
not ragdoll that man.
Which telling me?
Oh!
I didn't do anything.
But if you and everyone on your team fails to extract, you lose the samples. And when you're completing missions and operations, you end up with a shit ton of money. Samples being one of them. Allow me to show you. Come over to the computer here and look at the stratagem tab. See all those different stratagems? Yeah, fuck your machine gun. Bring a rocket launcher. Screw your precision strike. Bring an orbital laser. All of these require requisition, and a few do require you to be at least a certain level. Requisition is also really stupid easy to get because you get it just from playing missions, regardless of if you extract or not. But stratagems aren't the only thing on this computer. This other tab here is the ship modules, and they're pretty much just upgrades to your ship, allowing for your stratagems to be better, like giving your eagle strikes extra uses or allowing your stratagems to launch as soon as you call it in. Take a shot every time I say stratagem in this video. I bet you'll pass out before the end. These ship modules also have a visual effect on your ship, like this one, which extends the computers further back, which I bought for the sole purpose of inconveniencing all my friends. So make sure you are getting those samples out of the mission. Missions are absolutely amazing, and if you're playing with friends, you've pretty much got some of the funniest stuff available to you.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
What are you doing here?
Nice try.
Space Ranger.
Nice try, loser.
Forget I have guns. Go, you can still make it
Oh
out.
shit!
Oh my god! What the hell?
I landed in the middle of a minefield!
No, shit.
Okay, so like this game, I have been very aimless, kind of going from one topic to another, like I'm being ragdolled, not really being specific on any certain topic for too long. For example, when explaining stratagems, I gave examples of a few stratagems, but didn't really talk too much about them. Just saying that there's a shit ton and that you'll learn how to wield them from just messing around. Part of that reason is because I've kind of grown disinterested in this game over the last 100 hours of gameplay. A lot of it has to do with the fact that there's not really enough stuff for me to do now. I've played every mission like, I don't know, a few dozen times now, and there's no real endgame progression. Because of this no endgame progression, it just kind of leaves me grinding for samples and super credits so that I can get the rest of the upgrades that don't affect anything that I use, like my normal loadout. And I've been pretty bored since about hour 100. But the thing is, that isn't the devs' fault. There was a period of time for several months where I was just playing Helldivers and it was the only thing that I was playing because it was fun. It was awesome. And then I kept going and going and going. And then eventually my knees kind of just gave up. So the game is absolutely amazing, but I would definitely suggest pacing yourself in some way because content updates are not as big as you would hope. Again, this game is absolutely fantastic and the burnout is not dev's fault, or is not the dev's fault, it's my own. But ignoring my uninterested feelings, this game, like I said, is an amazing gift to this world. So let me reiterate the idea of what this game is and my feelings to it. Helldivers 2 is a game about you and many others fighting across the galaxy for democracy, using team killing and unorthodox tactics. By using the tools at your disposal, you are able to commit the equivalent of a genocide on the enemies of Super Earth. By buying this game, you have agreed to the terms and conditions, which state that you will team kill your friends, die during a mission because a friend forgot to tell you that they called something in, and that you will have the funniest experience when it comes to gaming. If you wish to agree to these terms, then please join the Helldivers at your local recruiting center. My name is Ghost of Loaf, and I thank you for getting to the end here. I hope it wasn't too much trouble, and I still hope that you have your hearing after the constant explosions. I know I don't. This was meant to come out a month ago, but I got sidetracked by life, so that was fun. Anyway, I hope to see you again very soon when I figure out what the hell I'm doing with myself.